Hey guys, and welcome back to the test server 8.9. And here we are in the Marder 38T. And as we can see, the gun depression is pretty decent. The gun innovation wasn't that good on it. But the gun traverse is pretty decent on it, as we can see here. I really think this is going to be the choice for people who like the Marder 2 and wouldn't mind stepping it up one tier if it just got a few upgrades like speed and, well, gun depression and gun traverse like this. It's also very mobile, as we can see here. It moves around really fast, and the gun is 108 penetration and 110 damage. It's pretty decent. Wargaming has added reload timers into the game now by default, but they still don't know how to make them work in replays, which is really weird. I have no idea why they don't work in replays. I take a little quick shot there on a new Chinese premium tank, the Chinu Kai, which is tier 5. We're gonna look at those as well. But first we're going to focus here on this German TD line. If I sound like I'm dying right now, please excuse me. I am actually dying right now. I have a toothache. I need to go to the dentist tomorrow. But that's blah, 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 blah. That's just me being a little bit weak. But as we can see here, you can actually look around rocks without really showing much of your tank, which is also great with tanks with good gun traverse. Tank destroyers. I try my luck there, but nope, didn't hit at all. And then I get up a little bit closer and hit him in the turret, and nothing more. Behemoth shot him there. But these tier 5s don't have much HP, as we can see here. I press Alt and you can see 480. That is 4 shots from this one. Or maybe 5, yeah. But I killed that one too, as I had a little bit of help. And then a box tank shows up. And this tank is, it has to really be careful with how it shows itself. But I'm an idiot, and I didn't really remember how much damage it could do. So he just took away 230 on me, and I get a little bit of a lucky shot there. And then, as you can see here, you can see so much of this box tank. It's crazy. So yeah, we're moving forward, pushing through the middle, something you should never really do in public games, but this is the test server, and me and Behemoth could just roll through and test out this tank. Luckily we got a good test in the first game here. And then a KV-1 shows up here. You see the gun traverse or gun depression isn't great, but it's not super bad either. And I give this tank a thumbs up. I'm looking forward to grinding through this one. And we get to the next tank, which is the Panzerselbstfahrerfette 4C. And that is the only time I'm going to say that name in full. But thanks guys for telling me in the comments. I really appreciate you guys helping me out when I don't know stuff. And here, this is the first game with it. And SU-100, I think he missed the A-43 in front of me, but he killed me. But we move on to a El Haluf game instead. And just look at this gun depression. Just look at this. Look at this. Horrible. Just horrible. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. But Wargaming has actually made this quite accurate to its true nature, because these flaps on the side, which makes it a box, would actually fold out, and it would then be a AA platform and be able to traverse 360 degrees all around. But it's a tank destroyer in this game, so it looks really silly, especially with the stock gun. But what this tank can, and is also accurate, is look upwards. It can look upwards. That is the main feature. But you can't really use that for any purpose in this game. Well, if tanks are high above you, but you don't need that much, and you certainly don't need as much as Another tank, which we're going to see later, which is also quite silly, but the gun has 194 penetration and 240 damage. We don't really get to shoot anyone because the maps that I got were just quite poop, and we did see one shot in the first game, and then I died, so I'm gonna skip this tank and give it a thumbs down. I don't think this is going to be a good grind unless you can get a lot of these kills. There's a lot of dudes dead here, but I pushed past them and rammed this dude. Boom. And then I die. But we quickly move on to the Nashorn, or the Rhino in English, and that was the gun depression on it. Not very good. And this is the gun elevation. Not that good either. It is on the chassis of the Hummel, as you can clearly see. It's based off, at least. I don't know for sure. I'm just making stuff up. But it has 203 penetration and 240 damage. No extra damage from the previous tier, but it can now penetrate quite big targets, as we'll see here. I'm gonna meet a Tiger 2 right here, and boom, penetration right there. The Tiger. So penetration is quite good on this one, and I'm just gonna get the hell out of there and go and help somewhere else. The reload speed is also quite nice on this tank, as we saw, but I couldn't really stay there and fight because the Tiger 2 would highly likely be able to reload and shoot me before I could shoot and get out of there. Behemoth thinks that he has a good spot there, so I think, okay, I'll try and sit here as well. But can't really see anyone here at all. There's too much ground. So I decide to go to the middle and just check out there, but that doesn't look very good either. So I decide to go over to the west. And to the west I can get to check out the gun, which is good. There are some premium tanks, premium tier 7 tanks over here, trying to get some position on us, and I get to shoot them, which is great. I get to test the gun. Blind shot there. Blind shot can pay off, and you'll see that in a later game. It's just an insane blind shot I get, so I look forward to that one. Oh, tank suddenly pops up, and I kill it. And then the other tier 7 premium just goes nuts and goes into the open. I kill that one as well. And then nothing really happens. So we decide to go to the middle and help against this T-34. And here's a bug where I desync a little bit. I shoot straight through the T-34, but I get another shot in on him. And then he's killed by a behemoth. And then we see a great accuracy shot here. Accuracy shot. And then it's killed off by the Rheinmetall Waffenträgers. So yeah, that was that game. And I really like that tank actually. So that's going to get a thumbs up as well. I'm not going to make the graphics again here because, well, you've seen the thumbs down and thumbs down, so you know how it looks. Just look at this gun depression. Jesus Christ. Sturer, Emil. Insane. Why don't they just call it that? The Sturer, Emil. They have the Digger Max. So I don't know why they want to call it the Panzer Selbstfahrerfette 5 or Panzer Self-Propelled Gun 5 as well. I don't really know. The gun elevation, pretty bad, but the gun depression is just insane. And the damage, even though you only have 15 shells, 490 damage and 231 penetration. That's pretty crazy for a tier 7, that is. But still, you can only do only 7,350 damage if you use all the shells. That's quite a lot at tier 7 and 9. So don't expect to be firing all of your shells unless you're just camping. Then of course you can. And you probably should, actually, because you don't have that much HP and you don't have any armor, but you do have a little staircase and a little door there. on the back of the tank. I'm going a little bit of hull down here. Even though I'm all hull, I get shot in the side. As you can see, the gun traverse is really bad. With a gun this powerful, it should be. And here the infamous spotting system just kicks in and lets him move forward, peek, shoot, and not be spotted at all. I have no words. I have no words. But Behemoth is being shot, and these guys are peeking here. And I shoot this dude, and then I'm shot from behind. I'm shot from behind. I think the shot just went through me and hit the rear. So again, shot in the back, but it bounced. I have no idea. I have no idea. There's no tanks there, and yeah, that dude just poked forward or just got spotted there. So I don't think that was him either. But that tank, I think I'll give it a thumbs up as well, because it has that insane gun depression and the damage. Oh, the damage. But we'll then move on to the tier 8. And this is the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger. This tank, I'm really looking forward to driving this tank. This is going to be good. The gun is quite big. I'm gonna put my thingy over it in just a moment, I think. I think. Are you gonna do that, Christian? Yeah, there we go, Christian. Penetration 215, damage 750 at tier 8. It's about time another TD line got a BL10 of sorts, and this one is just ouch. See a T71 up there, and I'm just tracking him, and there we go. Boom. Dead. Panzergert, you are dead, indeed. Move forward a little bit more. And then we see premium tanks pushing through the middle. And we decide to go back. After shooting at this dude. A little bit too fast. Kind of a snapshot. Because I didn't zoom at all almost. So that was quite a bad shot. But as you can see, the tank, it's not super slow. And it's really small. And it does have the turret, which can go 360 degrees all around. So this tank is basically the tank. Boom! Oh, that damage. This damage is just, it's crazy. But again, no armor whatsoever, but very low profiled. And here we see another weird shot where I shoot him and it just goes underneath him. So that was just a bad shot. Not really much about the about desyncing with the server, but just a bad shot. And we're gonna skip a little bit in gameplay here because nothing happens apart from me tracking this dude. And we skip to me getting into a fight with a newly upgraded IS-3. They've gotten a new turret. They now have 249 millimeters in the front instead of 220, and some more on the side, and they've gotten a gun on the back there as well. I don't know why they felt like the IS-3 needed more armor in the front, but I get killed here. But yeah, this tank definitely gets a thumbs up from me, and I can't wait to play this one. Damage! And then we move to another game, same tank, but I just want to show this game because it's just, the shot that I make right here is just insane. We're sitting on Erlenberg on the new encounter mode for it, and we're just waiting here. And I don't know where that IS-6 is going to pop up. Oh, he popped up right there. I didn't know that. I didn't know which house he was behind, so I just missed completely there. Behemoth takes him out. And then there's this IS-3. And he's just going to sit right there behind him. behind him, behind the building. And I'm just gonna get bored. After a little while, he's not coming out. Nope. Nope. So I noticed there's TDs attacking on the other ridge. And I decide that I can kind of guess where he's sitting. And I take a shot. And I kill him! Crazy blind shot. And we move on to the Waffenträger auf Panzer 4. Now, this is not Ausführung because it's an F, not an S. I learned that. Someone told me in the comments, and thank you for telling me that. And this gun has the Jagdtiger gun. And as you can see, it's insanely, stupidly proportioned. It's so ugly. It looks like this tank would tip forward with this gun. It just looks so stupid. It's a freaking chassis with just a huge gun on top. But it's fun. It's fun to drive. As you can see, it's not slow. It's not slow at all. And as you'll see in just a second, it has insane gun elevation. It's not even funny. It's quite funny. It's quite funny because it's like an antenna, as you can see here. No gun depression. And then we just gotta find where the... Yep, there we go. Gun elevation. Yep. Radio tower on the move. Seriously? Seriously, Wargaming? What the... What the fuck? This is stupid. But as we can see here, the gun is really good. It's the same as on the Jagdtiger, as I said before. And it's just good. And you can peek over small places with just showing your gun, as I just did. But it'll kill gunners and the gun very easily. It's just a gun on top of a chassis. So expect to be hit and destroyed many times in this one. Because... well, this platoon just destroyed me, but the guns will get destroyed a lot because it is just a gun sitting on a chassis. I didn't have any other good games in it on the test server because, well, it is the test server. So we're moving on to the Waffenträger auf E100. And this one is just amazing. Boom. If I had hit the T57 before, just a meter before where I hit him first, I would have been able. What am I trying to talk here, or can't I? I would have been able to shoot him twice in that short period of time where he crossed the open. This gun has 2 seconds between each shell. It's insane. And as we can see here, I am platooning with Ship the Nuts, also known as Death Games on YouTube. We platooned for 3 hours on the test server, testing out various tanks, and we just had a ton of fun. It was quite funny, testing out all the overpowered tanks together, just seeing what was good. It turned out I had some good games in these high tier ones, but he had some good games in the new premium light tank, the Type 64. And he actually just put up a video with it, so click this annotation to go right there and see that one. It was just great games. It's a great tank, actually, the tier 6. It's great. I'm gonna get that one when it comes out, definitely. In this video, I am going to die, and we're going to move on to the next battle, which is a lot more interesting, which is a little better. We are on Lakeville. And I have now equipped the E100 gun. And we'll see here, enemy E100 is sitting over there. And this is the E100 gun. 235 penetration and 750 per damage. 4 shells per magazine. This will hurt. This will hurt a lot. I can't see him, but I know that maybe I'll penetrate. So I just kept on firing and killed him. Ouch. But not as ouch as this coming up right here. I'm reloading, and I gotta hide for, I think it's 40 seconds. ammo rack the mouse for 2600 and a ton of damage. Oh, I nearly got hit by a 183 FV in the middle there. But he missed me. So I'm just gonna hide here while reloading and see if I can hit these guys in here. A MX Foch 155 is going to be, yep, just right, he's right there. And I'm going to see if I can hit him. I make him miss me. And I make him miss as well. And then the AMX is gone. He hits me. I let him hit me. And then I try 2 shots on him. But the E100 gun just isn't good enough for this sort of job from a distance. It's a lot better brawling, and you'll be able to take out almost any tank. You won't be able to take out the mouse because, as you saw in the overview video, you didn't do enough average damage. It wasn't high enough. If you do high alpha damage on every single roll, yes, you can kill the mouse. But other than that, you can kill any other tank in the game, no doubt, with this gun. But with the other gun, the Jagdtiger gun, you'll be able to take out any tank in the game, no doubt. So it's what you want to roll with. If you want to roll with huge damage and getting bounces like this quite often on slow B tanks, then I would, if you like that, I would suggest that. But if you don't like that, then go with the Jagdtiger gun. I'm gonna go with the Jagdtiger gun when I get this one. I'm not going to go with this gun. It's a bad gun on the E100 already, but the E100 has armor, and you can get in closer and get a lot better shots. Take out the FV, and then I just take a blind shot just to see if he decided to move backwards, but he didn't. And that's actually the game. I'm not going to get any hits on anymore, but Ship the Nuts / Games on YouTube does get a few shots in on a few more tanks. But yeah, that has been it for the German TD line, and this one also gets a big thumbs up. It only because of the HP, it's overpowered in my opinion. It has way too much HP to be balanced. It needs to have a lot less. The FCM Foch has a lot less, but of course it has some armor on the front. But this one has too. If it just side scrapes and shows it its front armor, it has E100 armor. So yeah, that's been it, guys. And the new 3 premiums are coming up in the next video. So I'll see you guys next time.